pre-workout meal today before we smash our heavy bench single and also some accessory work. I'm thinking my go-to oats, blueberries and banana. We're gonna mix it all together. I just made the blueberries, banana and oats. I'm gonna smash this back. Say grace. I haven't worn this shirt in a while, so I'm gonna wear it. It's the St. Patrick's First 15 shirt. I didn't go to St. Patrick's, but it's actually my cousin's shirt. A large portion of my clothes, they're all secondhand, or hand-me-downs, stuff like that. And like 3 years ago, my uncle, I don't even see him. He just dropped off like a massive bag of clothes. That's how I got that shirt. Bro, I should not have left it this late, man. I swear it's getting worse and worse. I've been leaving it later and later every single time. I'll see you guys in the mahi station. I might hit our skull crushers in my bench now because there's ain't no way I'm going to be warming up to 230 kilos on squat. And then I got work from 1 o'clock to 7:30. Then when I get back from work from 7:30, I'm going to have to smash out the squats then. If you ever have sore shoulders, if you do this, where you grab a weight, chuck your elbow up on somewhere stationary, and you just rotate it in and out. Should help quite a bit. Make sure to do it both sides. Really works your rotator cuff. Now start warming up with the bench, so cue the montage to our top set. That moved easy, man. That was comfy. I'm hoping my butt stayed on the bench because I've been struggling out a little bit lately. But that was a solid pause as well, so I'm pretty stoked with that. Now we got a back off. I need to double check what my back off is actually. 157.5 for 5 for 2 sets for a back off. I got work in about 45 minutes. Easy smash that back, and then our skull crushers 8 times 3 at 50 kilos. Then I gotta do my squats after work. I've had to do this, I think, twice, where I split my gym session. I do in the morning and then have to go to work and then finish it later. So today is Thursday. 2 Thursdays away, I fly out. So it's going to be kind of exciting. I'm going to video it and try to make as much content as possible. But I also want to enjoy the trip there too, because that's going to only be my second time overseas. The bro Jacob's not coming with me this time. He came with me last time. However, he's been busy. He's on a grind, you know. And bro, he's making heaps of progress. I mean, we both have. However, I do feel a bit lost there sometimes. But you know, if you keep on that track, keep that vision towards it, you're gonna get there. You know, there's a saying. I like the saying. It goes, the winner and the loser have both failed. The difference is the winner just didn't give up. But all gonna fail at times. The only thing that separates you is if you give up or not. The only time you really truly fail is when you give up. When you give up hope of that goal and you chuck all that hard work you've done in the bin, and now means nothing. So, oh bro, I'm about to fucking snot rocket. Reminds me of last time when I was overseas. I got sick twice. Yes! Didn't move all too bad. My shoulder's a little bit sore there, but we're just gonna chuck the massage gun on, give it a little. Yeah, so actually a pretty good gym session considering I didn't take pre-workout. Normally I would take pre-workout nearing towards my heaviest session, so probably go next week. I'll start taking pre-workout, but generally at the start of every block, I don't like taking pre-workout because one, it's addicting. till you become reliant on it and dependent on it. Like you can't have a good gym session without it. And then it's like a drug. Once you take one scoop, you build up a tolerance to it, and you're like, dang, this one scoop's not doing the same as it did that first time. You seek more, you go for 2 scoops, and it just keeps adding it up and up, and you just get so dependent on it, and you become like a pre-workout crackhead. Make sure to have it in moderation is my advice. I always like to warm up, especially any movement, no matter how light I'm going with the bar, just to get not only the blood flow going, but the specific muscles that I'm using in the movement warmed. It's also possible that it's 10 kilos. Oh, I nearly just got hooked in the mouth. Good thing my reflexes are weaved there-ish. Okay, time to close up the mahi station. And we just got our Domi's stuff. This is the tuna hot dog I made. Munch that back, hopefully it doesn't taste too bad. And then these are all the fruits I got to be and work in 4 minutes. So smash this back and I'll see you at the store. We're at the Domino's. It's currently 1 o'clock, or gonna be 1:01 when I get there, so we'll see if we get yelled at. We didn't actually get in that much trouble. I mean, because I was only 1 minute. I was probably like 20 seconds, to be honest, off. And I probably could have hissed in the store, but oh well. I'm munching my carrot, and we got our first delivery. So boosted there, and it's gonna be a long-ish shift because it's 7 hours, but it's during like peak time, so it's gonna get busy. 7 hours later, gonna boost home, maybe have a little snack or something before my training. Actually, probably won't, to be honest, because I ended up eating a cheesy garlic pizza. That's like 1.4k calories. We do not want to put on too much of a puku, although I'm likely going to burn close to 4k. But overall, not too bad of a shift. Although I was just doing back-to-back deliveries, so it kind of gets annoying when I'm doing back-to-back deliveries. Like, it gets so repetitive, and especially when it's busy. But I mean, that's just part of my delivery expert. You know, that's literally what my job title is called, delivery expert. So got that expertise in my field, you know. I can deliver the pizza to your doorstep most of the time on time with a good smile, you know. But yeah, we'll go smash this gym sesh. Yo, so we just finished up with the gym session. Finished up with the 230 kilos for 5 reps for 3 sets. Actually moved pretty good considering the circumstances. Man, these gym sessions, they hit deep, man. You know the ones like where you're in your zone, you're in your own mentality. Just been overthinking again about what I'm gonna do in terms of, I guess you could say, career, all sorts of other things, how it's all gonna work out and unfold. I definitely want to keep growing online and all my socials and making videos that kind of help people not only just value in the gym, but I also have doubts about in my mind, especially when I'm talking, man. A lot of you guys see these videos and think, oh, this guy is real good at talking, and I like to give myself positive reinforcement and say I am, but I am not perfect. A lot of the time I do stutter, especially like my mind. I think of like so many different things at a time, and sometimes I speak words out of order. Sounds stupid, but I just want to try to get better, improve, and also understand other people too, you know? A lot of the time I'm just focused about me and what are all my other problems, but in reality everyone's going through all sorts of different problems. I've always struggled to try and relate to other people or have people relate to me. Especially I come across because of how I communicate quite not as sympathetic or empathetic per se, even though I might be and I intend to be. I don't come across it. And a lot of the time I do have doubts about gym trainings and whether I should continue going with it. I think I'll definitely be doing training, you know, but I always have doubts of this and that. And I also think that when you're going through these struggles, it's also God testing you, you know. I haven't actually read many books in whole. I've just read lots of small scriptures, but currently I'm almost finished Matthew. However, I have read Job, and it's a book in the Old Testament. It's quite confusing. At first I just didn't understand, and I thought that God's doing these things and that it's unfair, you know. Well, what he did to Job. You have to read the book to understand it. But I think it's quite deep in the sense that we don't understand everything, how complex so many things are. And I don't think we will be able to understand why things are or how things are. We can't comprehend infinite things as finite beings. It's a saying I've heard, and I kind of stand by it. Some things our minds just can't comprehend or fathom. It's where faith comes in, you know? Faith of your goal. Faith that it will work out in you, despite the setbacks, despite when you're being tested and everything feels like it's going wrong. If you have faith of that goal, that's where it really matters. Is you're always going to have those fails, you're always going to have those setbacks. I say this again and again, but maybe I'm getting better at talking about these things. Who knows? But it's almost 9 o'clock, and if you want to see more videos like these, like especially videos of me talking, vlogging, because they may not be the greatest at the moment, but if I keep doing them, I'm going to get better and better, especially articulating my thoughts and my words, communicating, making videos a bit more smooth and flow. A lot of the time I do have to cut it because of how bad my talking is, but I'm getting better. And I think whenever I have a mistake, so long I think about that faith of the end goal, that I'm improving, then that mistake doesn't really matter because it's in the past and I'm improving from it. And you think of it as a positive rather than a negative. So yeah, if you want to see more of these videos, please let me know down in the comments. If not, hit that subscribe. Road to 10k, baby. And we're almost to Worlds. We're on the way to Worlds. So I don't really get nervous when it comes to competitions. I used to always get nervous in athletics when I used to do 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter. And bro, I used to hate it, like even the days leading up to it, and then the hours leading up to it in the morning, and then right when I'm on the track, and the worst part was the on your marks, get set, go. And like it was bad, man. Powerlifting in my competitions when I'm on the platform or even leading up to it, I've never gotten nervous, and I'm not too sure why. I think maybe it's because I'm so locked in and spent so many hours and hours and ends in the gym lifting weights that it's like part of me, you know. And a lot of people, they see me gymming and my heavy lifts, and they say this or lucky or that, oh, he's on roids, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think you guys understand how many hours I've spent doing this and how hard I've pushed myself through it. I don't like talking about it either. I don't like upping myself, saying I've pushed myself hard. It gives me a yuck feeling saying like, oh, I did all this, I pushed this hard. I don't like talking about it. Don't take everything too serious, as I often do, especially with my trainings. Hence why I train alone. I do practically everything alone. But we're getting better. Trust the process. And I'm trying to improve. But always make mistakes, You just got to understand that you make mistakes, so does the person next to you makes mistakes, and that you need to not be a hypocrite. And one thing, today I had a reminder, and I think God reminded me, to be honest, when I was doing a delivery out, right? And I went to this driveway, and then I was backing out. I was trying to reverse to the far lane so then I could go, because I had to cross the lane going that way. And I looked that way, and there was a car coming. So it was nighttime, right? And most of the cars have their lights on. And I looked that way, and then I didn't see any lights, but I did see a car. And then I looked the other way and I saw lights, and I started backing out. And then I realized that I did see a car. I was like, oh crap, I gotta go drive back into the driveway. In my mind, I was like, oh, why doesn't that stupid car have its lights on? And then I looked down at my own car, and I don't even have my own lights on, There's a scripture in Matthew about, I can't remember it word for word, but it's something about don't judge about the thorn in your brother's eye when you've got a log in your own. First take out the log in your own eye before you judge your brother. Kind of goes back to about me being a hypocrite to a sense, so don't be so quick to judge and be more polite, I guess meek and humble in your approach, as my dad used to say. Be meek and humble of heart. I'm gonna leave it there, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.